Howdy everyone, I'm back with part 2 of this video. In the previous video we upgraded this IdeaCentre K320 to basically a K330 with an i7 2600, and we're going to be benchmarking it today. Or not really today, in a series of days, but in this video. So a few things I still need to do fix up on this system. I might install this USB 3 card, don't know yet, just add a couple of USB 3 ports on the back. There's no front panel header because I can't really put it anywhere right now. I'm also going to have to swap out one of the fans I put in there. It's a little too loud. I'm going to hook it up. I think I put a 4-pin in there and hook up this 3-pin because the header on the motherboard is only 3-pin. I'm also going to test the i7 2600 with this 1060. This is the test one I use for all my videos. I want to give it a fair chance. I believe the 770 I paired with it will be a pretty good balance, but I don't think it will be bottled. I don't think the i7 2600 will be bottlenecked by this 1060. A few other things I need to do. I need to fix the wireless card. It's not working right, so I'm just probably gonna have to take it apart and put it back together. Well, put it back together, reseat the M2 card in that little M2 riser. And the other thing I need to do is there's something weird with this motherboard that I got on eBay. It doesn't have a serial number, so I have the utility on a USB key. I'll just input the serial number of the K320 into the K330. So I'm going to go ahead, open the system, and fix up what I need to do, and then I'll come back when we're in Windows. So I did my proper mounting of a fan, one screw and a zip tie across it. So that's a replacement fan. It's on there pretty good. Also swapped, or I reseated the Wi-Fi card, both the card and the PCIe card. So that should hopefully work. I installed that SATA card. I don't know if I'm going to keep it because these two 16 by 16 slots, I don't know if this one will drop down to by 8 if this one is populated. So I'm going to actually boot up the system with the 770 installed just to see what bus speed it's running at. This is only PCIe Gen 2, so if this drops to a by 8 slot, then it will only be running at 4, basically a PCI Express 3.0 by 4 lanes equivalent. So that's not a lot of bandwidth. So I'd rather have it leave it at 2.0 times 16, which would be equivalent to having a 3.0 by 8. So I'm going to go ahead and put the system together and also see if I can fix that annoying serial number issue on the motherboard. One problem down. Got the machine type written. The system board I called it the IdeaCentre K330 because that's what it is, and I just wrote this serial number of the old K320 here just to fill out these fields. Also generated a new UUID because the other one was just all Fs. Don't know why it was set like that, but at least got it to work. I used, what was it, AMI EID DOS. I believe that was the name of the tool. I just built a USB bootable DOS stick and then booted to the tool and wrote all this information so the BIOS is no longer complaining. I also fixed and verified that the Wi-Fi is now working. So one thing I just need to do now is check the PCIe lanes, and if it's if the GPU is still running at by 16, I'm just going to leave the USB 3 card in there. I'll plug in the SATA power lead too as well, just to make sure it has its full juice in case it gets a hard, not a hard, but a heavy load. This video is not safe for kids anymore. After quite a few blue screens, I decided it would be a good idea to do a memory test of the board and of the memory on the machine. Both were obviously used, especially the board, and I just was having a ton of errors. I think this was I think it was a driver error and not an issue with the board or the memory. As you can tell, I've been running this mem test for about 2 hours now, and as there's no errors, so I believe the board is good and the memory is good. I ended up removing that USB 3 card because it did drop the PCIe bandwidth on the GPU to by 8, so gonna have to live without USB 3 on this machine. But I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall Windows, and my current plan now is to test the system with the 770 in and then test the system with the 1060 in. So I'm just going to let this run just a little bit more and make sure it doesn't find anything, and then I'm going to power it off for the night. So we'll pick this back up tomorrow. It's been quite the odyssey, YouTube. Remember my last clip? I said I'll see you guys tomorrow, or I'll follow back up on this tomorrow. Well, if you couldn't tell, it's been almost a week of debugging and fun nonsense with this machine. So just give you a little breakdown of what happened. The machine kept blue screening, as I said, and I ran a mem test and it was green. I reinstalled the OS. I tried every single different BIOS setting, I replaced the GPU. I put in a different CPU. I put in different RAM. Basically anything I could think of to get it to stop blue screening. And it turns out, I found this out on a Polish forum, that the latest BIOS here. If I could click off this for a second, I do want to share my opinion, but not with you, Lenovo. Is the latest BIOS on the website? This version 15. Do not. The camera can focus. So do not, whatever you do, let me get off that. Do not, whatever you do, download that and run it on an IdeaCentre K330 if you want to run Windows 10, because it breaks basically Windows 10. And right now I'll show you what the error was. It's working now, obviously, but the clock speed, it was correctly reported now. Obviously, it's turboing up, but with this BIOS installed, the CPU clock was reading like 3 million megahertz, or I mean 3 million gigahertz, 3 billion gigahertz. It was like 3.5678, and it kept going basically. And I read on that Polish forum that there was, or another Lenovo forum, that there was an error with this BIOS on the website, where the this issue would happen. And luckily, I found someone dumped the other BIOS, which is actually newer than this one. They dumped the bin file onto that Polish forum, so I signed in, created an account, downloaded it, and flashed it. And as you see, it is reporting clock speed just fine. So that took like a whole week of just fun, and I guess I really caused it myself by updating the BIOS in the first place, but I thought that might have fixed my serial number and model type error. But really, Lenovo should remove this or put a correct BIOS on it. I believe, obviously, this is an old machine, so they don't care. They're just going to, I mean, whatever's on the website is probably going to stay there forever. But if you have an IdeaCentre K330 and you want to run Windows 10, do not update the BIOS. Okay, after that rant's out of the way, I'm still going to test a few games out, the GTX 770. I am installing a whole bunch of them right now. That's why you see this CPU still being used. I'm going to try mainly this batch here. Halo Infinite, I know, will not work off the bat. I believe you need a DirectX 12, feature level 12 GPU, and the 770 only is technically DirectX 12 capable, but it's feature level 11, I believe. So it won't work with Halo Infinite. I'm going to try Doom Eternal, Cyberpunk, Counter-Strike, and I think Battlefield. I don't think Battlefield will work either, but it's worth a try. In terms of pricing the system, the configuration right now with the i7 2600, 8 gigs of RAM, 180 gig boot SSD, two 1 terabyte hard drives in RAID, and another 750 gig drive just as storage, and a DVD drive, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GTX 770. I'm probably going to put this system around $225, $250. I don't think it's worth to pay more than that. We probably are going to get capped by the i7 2600 pretty soon. Maybe have 2 to 3 years left where you could still play most recent games, assuming you update the GPU. But looking at the GPU market, it is still just, it's terrible. An RX 480 4 gig is still going for around $175 to $200 on eBay, which would be the whole price of the system. And the GTX 770 I see sell for $90 itself, which is crazy. So what I'm going to do is test a few games, nothing too crazy on the 770, and then I'm going to, in the next video, put in my GTX 1060 and see how well the CPU performs in modern games today. So I'll be right back with some gaming footage. So as promised, here are going to be some benchmarks using the GTX 770 on this build. Of the games I've played so far, I tried Battlefield 2042. That didn't work. I tried Halo Infinite. That didn't work. I've not tried Cyberpunk yet, and I tried Modern Warfare, Doom Eternal, Fortnite, and Apex Legends, and they've all worked to varying degrees of success. The best ones to run, obviously, are Fortnite and Apex. They ran very well. CSGO, I assume, will run pretty well. I haven't tested it out yet. Doom Eternal gives me a driver error, but it does work, and it is playable. We'll see. And Modern Warfare works just fine, but obviously, the state of the game right now, if you play it and been paying attention, it's not very good. It's still kind of a mess. So my first game I'm going to try is Apex Legends. So I'm going to launch it, and I'll cut to some gameplay footage. So here we load into an Apex game. This is running at the native resolution, this is a 4x3 monitor, so it is 1600 by 1200, and it is with a blend of medium and low settings, I believe. The game runs pretty fine. Averages around 60 FPS when you get on the ground. This will be different. This is resolution is a little bit in between a 720p and a 1080p monitor, so it's like as you can see when we're on the ground, it looks a lot better, or it plays a lot better too. This is definitely a very playable experience. The one thing that's not a playable experience is that I'm using basically a laptop keyboard and mouse in order to play this, so I'm not going to be good by any means. Probably just play a few minutes. If I was in a fight or something, I probably should just jump to where everyone jumps. I don't know. I don't play Apex as much. Oops. Yeah, it's almost impossible for me to play this. Let me see if I can just go find someone to go die to. But pretty smooth experience. Is that someone over there in the distance? I think so. Or is there really no one around me? I don't know. Oh, nope. There is. Oh, I'm gonna shot from behind, aren't I? Oh, okay, there we go. There's their gameplay. So, alright, on to the next game. And now we're into a game I don't really understand as much as I do. Oops. Apex. If I didn't hit the dumb laptop controls on my keyboard and mouse combo here. But this is running again at native resolution, so 1600 by 1200 with a blend of medium and high settings actually. And I'm gonna go get myself killed as quickly as I can, so I don't have to play this anymore. Yeah, there's a lot of people hanging here. FPS is a little bad right now, but that's to be expected because we are obviously, the above section is always going to be a hit on older hardware. See, is that a gun right there? Is that a gun right there? Alright, yeah, here, land. Well, let me go die. Oh, that's a sniper rifle. Definitely not going to be able to use that well. But when we get it down here, it's much better. 50s and 60 FPS. You can drop the settings and get better performance. Was it a chest? Oh, give me that shotgun. Alright, let me go end this. Why am I not running? I thought it was shift to run. Oh, someone's shooting somebody. Hey, I did it. Is that a bot? Am I playing against bots right now? Yes, I'm a Fortnite master, Is there water in this game now? Somebody kill me. Where's all this shooting going on? Is it across the river? Give me that. Probably shouldn't use a sniper rifle there. I mean, probably should use a sniper rifle. Oh, man, this is impossible. I'll show you guys what I'm playing on right now. Alright, let me just go over there. Go on, someone shoot me. I'm in the water. Yep. Oh, alright, come on. Get on the dock. Nope, no, dock. No, dock. There we go. Oh, is it like toggle to shift? Is that what I'm doing wrong? Okay. Where's that guy? I probably only going to give this another minute or so, then I'm going to leave. Can I drive this taxi? There we go. Look at this. Okay, I think this is a good enough. Oh, there's one. There's somebody. Is that, what is that, a llama? Oh. Boom. Look at this. GTA. Am I gonna kill this person just by doing this? You gotta be kidding me. Come on. Alright, now I'm having a little bit of fun, so. Nah, I gotta make sure this video isn't 20 minutes long. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next game. So this is Doom Eternal, one of the more intense games for this GPU. It does actually work though. This is all settings low at 1600 by 1200 with a 50% resolution scale. And like as you can tell, it plays, but we're only getting at points like 30 to 40 FPS. So, especially when there's a lot of action going on in the scene, like right now. But I mean, if you wanted to play this game on this system, it would work. So, I don't know when you get in these open areas. Yeah, definitely. Now we're going in 20s and 30 FPS range, so. Yeah, so definitely not a good experience if you want to play this game primarily on the system. So I'm going to try our last game on the suite. It's going to be COD Warzone, and then we'll call it for this video. So here we are in Warzone. I believe this is like the Pacific Theater version of it. Again, at native resolution of 1600 by 1200 with a blend of medium and low settings and 100% resolution scale. And it actually doesn't run too bad. Playable. Don't normally play Warzone, but this is definitely a fine experience. Much better than the Doom experience we just had. It was really doom and gloom and Doom Eternal with this combination. Unfortunately, I don't see anybody, even in this pretty lobby.
Training is over. Time to see what you have learned.
What have I learned? I don't know. As you can see, our GPU is maxed out at 99%, so we're definitely GPU bottleneck here. The CPU has a little bit more room for performance.
Battle Royale. Be advised, gas is closing in. Proceed to the safe zone.
Alright, how do I jump out of here? Space? Oh yeah, space. What if I don't deploy my parachute? Will I die? Alright, let's just see how quickly I can end this game here. Oh, I forgot. I didn't forget. I don't remember how to melee. Whoops. Oh, I almost killed him. Oh well. So. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's this gulag mode.
This is the Gulag. Survive and you can redeploy.
Alright, let's see how quickly I die in here.
Now they fight. You're up next. Be ready. Win this fight and you return to the front line.
Oh, I'm definitely not winning this fight.
Beat them down or capture the objective.
Yeah, I definitely didn't win that. So.
We lost that one. We'll come back stronger next time.
All right, so here, let me. Okay, so that's a little bit of an overview of, I guess, what a GTX 770 can do these days. It's mainly esports focused, light AAA gaming. Definitely not the newest games. They won't even run like Halo and Battlefield. This is what I'm playing on, so this explains how badly I'm doing because it's hard to control while going like this. So. And this is why I keep hitting this weird mode. Is if I do something like this, it opens that up. I forget exactly what triggers it, but okay. So that's the end of this long, rambling, confusing, and interesting video. We started with a bit of a headache in getting the system working, but now that we have the system working, we were able to do some benchmarks. In the next video, I'm going to be taking the system and putting in my GTX 1060 and seeing how well it performs. We'll be playing the games we can't obviously play, like Battlefield, Halo, and probably Doom. I don't really consider a game I could play on this system pretty well. So until next time, I guess you subscribe if you want. I'm not going to force you to. This is, I mean, just by the qualities of videos. And I'll see you guys next time. All right? Bye.